This news update is brought to you by...
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Get your sun power.
This is the 7 a.m. Barbados Today update for Tuesday, April the 1st, 2014. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Good morning. Childcare authorities are particularly worried about the level of psychological child abuse in Barbados. Chairman of the Childcare Board, Ken Knight, tells Barbados Today, while focus is being placed on sexual and physical abuse, there's particular concern about the psychological aspect. Knight was also troubled that the board was not able to determine the true number of child abuse cases across the island.
There are a lot of unreported cases of child abuse in Barbados. We only get the very obvious ones that come to the Child Care Board, and we deal with them accordingly. But as I go back to my earlier statements, that we feel that by constant education program, that we're going to go a long way in reducing this. And not only that, just raising the public's awareness that there is child abuse. There's a lot of people in this country who are amazed when I speak with them that we do have child abuse in Barbados, particularly of the physical and sexual nature. So I do think that it's important. I think the most important aspect right now is to educate the public, and that's where we have to focus on.
Most of the persons diagnosed with HIV every year in Barbados end up with full-blown AIDS. Chairman of the National HIV/AIDS Research Committee, Professor Clive Landis, says that's because half of the estimated 140 people diagnosed with HIV annually are not returning for the free follow-up government-funded treatment. Professor Landis also says a fear of stigmatization was still standing in the way of the national HIV/AIDS fight. The proposed imposition of a new tax on Barbadians is among the issues to be discussed when the House of Assembly meets for the first time next Tuesday at the beginning of the new fiscal year. The municipal solid waste tax is among 9 items on the order paper. That tax is intended to be levied on the site value of improved land. The money is payable, which relates to waste generated from residential households, apartment buildings, commercial and business establishments, institutional facilities, construction and demolition activities, municipal services, and treatment plant sites. Bayview Hospital is now in the hands of new owners. The 25-year-old private medical facility on Beckles Road in St. Michael was formally bought out yesterday by a local enterprise known as VKC Incorporated. The new owners say the existing executive management team will be retained. In sports, Barbados yesterday thrashed Jamaica by 245 runs on the 4th and final day of their 5th round WICB first-class match at Sabina Park, needing 382 to win in 90 overs after Barbados declared at their overnight second innings score of 162 for 2. Jamaica were bowled out for 136 in 85.5 overs, following an intriguing last session during which rain delayed the start of play after tea by 85 minutes. Barbados, who are defending champions, remain out front in the tournament.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Get your sun power.
On the regional scene now, 3 Jamaican policemen, including a corporal, find themselves on the wrong side of the law. The Independent Commission on Investigations, INDICOM, says murder charges are to be laid against Constables Carl Bucknor, Jerome White, and Detective Corporal Kevin Adams. Adams is charged with 4 murders. It's the second batch of officers from Area 3 to face charges following investigations. And on the international arena, Oxfam America's Climate Change Policy Manager, Heather Coleman, warns that climate change is much more than a problem. It's a threat multiplier. Coleman says what that means is that the geopolitical threats like political instability, inequality, and disease could become several times more dangerous as the planet gets hotter and the tides rise. The latest assessment from the United Nations Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, released yesterday, offers a rare, comprehensive survey of those threats. Its findings include a grim picture of subject areas as diverse as future economic growth, gender equality, and urban quality of life. That's been the 7 a.m. update. Join us again at noon. Until then, log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, and like us on Facebook to get more news and sports. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Stay tuned. The Business Minute is up next.
The Business Minute is brought to you by Signia Financial Group.
To my people out there working hard to expand your horizons, chasing a flawless dream. Keep your eyes on the prize and we don't look back. It's forward thinking, on to the new stuff. It's time to lay bricks on the foundation of your future.
Get set with Signia to be sure the world will be yours. Take you to exceptional, incredible new heights. And get set with Signia.
Signia, quality solutions for your financial needs.
This is the Barbados Today Business Minute for Tuesday, April 1st, 2014. I'm Vic Fernandez. Authorities at the Barbados Stock Exchange, BSC, say trading on the exchange is not as vibrant as it should be. General Manager and Chief Executive Officer of the BSC, Marlon Yard, is particularly disappointed that small companies are not taking advantage of the exchange despite changes to the Income Tax Act to encourage small firms to get listed. He tells the Business Minute the BSC will be stepping up its efforts to change this.
We've participated in events or attended events with the Small Business Association because they see it too as an opportunity for companies to raise capital to expand their businesses. So we're very supportive of the activities of the SBA and however we can collaborate with them to get companies to a stage where they can list on the junior market. We're very keen to do that.
There is concern that Barbados' tourism product is losing ground in a number of areas. According to Chief Executive Officer of the Barbados Tourism Investment Incorporated, Stuart Lane, the island remains a hot spot for people over 60 years, but it's not attracting young people. Even more worrying, says Lane, is the island's falling room stock.
The other important information, and we did a complete electronic scan to determine this, we have 160 properties registered, but only 30 feature prominently among the major salaries of Barbados. They represent about 50% of the room stock and account for about 80% of the tourist arrivals staying in hotels. So we have a lot of work to do with the other properties to ensure that they can really carry the weight required.
Lane was speaking during the recent Barbados Hotel and Tourism Association's quarterly breakfast meeting at the Lloyd Erskine Sandiford Centre. The increase in the excise tax on gasoline takes effect today as government seeks to raise approximately $23 million over a one-year period. Leading off debate on the 2014-2015 appropriations bill last month, Minister of Finance Chris Sinclair announced new energy taxes comprising the removal of the subsidies on diesel and a 20% tax on gasoline from April 1st. And now for today's financial tip. Be open about your financial situation with your children. Instead of trying to shield them from your household budget, include them in the decision-making process on when to save and when to spend. That's been the Barbados Today Business Minute. Join us again on Thursday. Until then, you can get more business and news by logging on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribing to our e-paper, and liking us on Facebook. I'm Vic Fernandez.
The Business Minute is brought to you by...
To my people out there working hard to expand your horizons, chasing a flawless dream. Keep your eyes on the prize and we don't look back. It's forward thinking, on to the new stuff. It's time to lay bricks on the foundation of your future.
Get set with Signia to be sure the world will be yours. Take you to exceptional, incredible new heights. And get set with Signia.
Signia, quality solutions for your financial needs.